Should we go and see the owls? Let's go. Lead the way. All the way down there. Keep going forwards. I think that's the way out, sweetheart. So this way. That's it. All the way along the front. Yeah? Oh wow, look at there. I think so.
Look at that bony dog.
Oh yeah, go and see.
Yellow car.
Oh yeah.
Where's the owl?
Through here, let's go. Let's go and see. Must be through this door, look. Oh, let's go. Wow. Yeah, doing a little video of it, look.
Did that work? No.
Drinks are here. Can I see your drink too? Lovely. What does it taste like?
Apple.
Apple. Can you see the owls?
Everybody? We haven't woken up properly, have we? It's 4 o'clock, guys. Let's try that again. Good afternoon, everybody!
Good afternoon.
Now, my name is Arabella, but let's face it, you're not here to see me, are you? No, it's somebody else, right? You are. You're my favourite. Lovely. So we're here to see some owls, yeah? Yes! Now, before I get started, I want to let you know something exciting. They may look cute, they may look cuddly, you may just want to smile and stick hand back and take them home. But please do not try to touch the owls. I know it's disappointing, isn't it, baby? Basically, they've got sharp bits, they've got beaks, they've got talons, they've got food on the brain. I don't want anyone's finger being mistaken for lunch, okay? So keep your hands to yourselves, and we'll all leave the digits we came with.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Professor Albert, and this is Juno. And Juno is an Arctic snowy owl. And she is 11 weeks old. So she's still a baby. But as you can see, despite being a baby, she can fly. In fact, Juno has been able to fly since she was 8 weeks old. And she will be classed as fully grown by the time she's 14 weeks old. So that's how quickly these birds can grow and develop. Now, the first thing that most people notice about the owls is their eyes. And she does have incredibly large eyes. Can I step off? Okay. In actual fact, Juno's eyes are more than twice. Mace.
Where we were going, Professor?
Did you not look where you were going? Juno's eyes are more than twice as big as our own. Think around about that big. She has got absolutely humongous eyes. Not only that, but her eyes are not round. Juno's eyes are shaped a little bit like mushroom. It's much, much bigger. And it's the size and shape of Juno's eyes which give her a very special ability. And that is, she can see in the dark. Step off. Come on, I need my hand back. Thank you. So Juno would be able to navigate her way around a football pitch-sized area that's being lit by a single candle. Let's pop Juno's equipment back on and pop her back on her perch. Now I can only fly one owl at a time, and this is because these birds are predators. Does anyone know what a predator is? Yes, they're here.
Something that will hunt down other animals.
That's right. So a predator is an animal that will hunt and eat other animals. This will also include other smaller predators. Now with me today, I have got two medium-sized owls, one teeny-weeny tiny owl, and one extra large, but despite being a baby owl. And so we don't want any accidents. And so I will only be flying one owl at a time. So here we have Toki. And Toki is a great horned owl native to America. So just like all of my birds, he's never actually been to America. In fact, he was born in captivity in this country, so he's never been a wild owl. Now what we're going to do with Toki, we're going to test his hearing. So here I have got my portable speaker and my very magical mobile phone. And what we're going to do is place this speaker on each of your tables in turn. So that's Toki has got to find it. Now before we start, Toki is going to be coming incredibly close to you. Please do not put your hands out to him. He has got food on the line and he will assume that you are trying to feed him. Now Toki will not hurt you on purpose. But if you put your fingers in his mouth, he may hurt you by accident. Secondly, we may need you to make a little bit of space on your table for Toki to come into land. He is quite a large bird and he can sometimes be a little bit clumsy. So if he's aiming for your table... Yeah, it's that. Now a while ago, Toki suffered a little bit of an injury to his wing. And this means that he can't fly quite as well as he used to be able to. So Toki's sometimes a little bit clumsy. But he's still not got the full mobility in his wings yet. And so while he's searching for his speaker, he'll be bouncing around from one place to another in order to get close to it, so that he doesn't have to fly quite so fast. Now you may have noticed that my birds have got some dangly straps attached to their jessers. So these, attached to their legs. So these are the jessers. And the jessers on a bird of prey act a little bit like a collar on a dog. So it just gives us something to hold on to while we're working with them. Now when we put a collar on a dog, we put it around their neck, because the head and neck is the strongest part of that animal. So with a bird of prey, the strongest part of their body is their feet and their legs. It's also the most dangerous part of a bird of prey. So sometimes the bit we need to be in control of. Now if I were to put a collar around Toki's neck, it would be very dangerous indeed. And this is because, although it doesn't appear so, Toki's neck is really long and thin.
Which one do you think will be next? Teeny tiny. Let's see then, let's look. Did you like Juno?
Yeah.
What can you see?
So here we have Xena. And Xena is a barn owl, which is one of our more common species of owl here in the UK. She's the only species of owl that can hover. Wow. So only the barn owl can hover in this way, and it's something that they would do in order to help them find their food. So she would listen for her prey. And she would fly over to the spot where she could hear it and hover over that spot until she could pinpoint its exact location. She would then dive down and catch her prey, even if it was hiding under a clump of grass, a pile of leaves, or even snow. So Xena would actually be able to catch her prey without ever having seen it. That's how good her hearing is. Now when we're here in the cafe, she does sometimes find it a little bit more difficult to hover. This is because there's no wind, no breeze blowing through the cafe that would normally give her the lift that she would need in order to maintain that hover. I'm going to put up my glove with a little piece of food on it for her. And so she knows if she hangs around over my shoulder, eventually she's going to get fed. This does, however, mean that Xena has a tendency to pay more attention to what I'm doing rather than to what she's doing. So we have to be very careful of all the dangly objects that we have hanging around the cafe. Now, as well as going from the glove, she will also go from a perch and lie down. Now, I'm sure many of you will have heard of the wise old owl. Well, I'm afraid it's not true. Owls are not quite as intelligent as people make them out to be. Now, earlier we spoke about the owl's eyes and how big they are. In actual fact, Frankie's eyes take up about 70% of his skull. 70%. That's a heck of a lot of space taken up just by his eyes. And then, of course, his hearing is very important because he uses his hearing to find his prey. Also, an owl has got an incredibly large mouth. This is because they like to swallow their prey whole. You coming, Frank? You're not ready? Hang on then, let me shove it a bit. Come on then. So that doesn't really leave an awful lot of room. So Frankie's brain is about the size of a baked bean. And I think as long as he can be the best owl that he can be, then he's going to do okay in life. Are you coming, Frank? Come on, you're not ready. You're not prepared. Come on then. Come on then. Come on. Are you not in the mood now? Have you filled up? Hey, come on, a little bit closer. Come on then. Come on then. Come on. The feet have got to leave the perch at some point. There we go. I'm going to open up the door to the patio. So if you would like to go and visit the rest of the birds, you can. Please stay on this side of the blue rope. And it is only a small space, so we can only take a few people at a time.
Show me what you can see. Yeah. Oh, is it a spider? Or an octopus? Oh, I like this Halloween stuff.